Stell from the Shoot Style Sauna, joined by Eric and Schmidt. And apologies if I am laggy, blame my Wi-Fi traffic for being a piece of crap, but we're going to try and get through this the best we can. So, we're going to be going through the Impact Wrestling Slammiversary card and doing some pay-per-view predictions for that. It's a very, very hyped up show. There is a lot of speculation around who's going to show up, what's going to happen, what the world of Impact Wrestling will look like after this pay-per-view. We're going to go match by match, give our predictions, have a discussion, and as usual, whoever has the most correct predictions by the end of the weekend, because we're doing this in conjunction with Extreme Rules happening on Sunday, will be the Shoot Style Sauna Predictions Champion, which is currently held by Scott, who, you guys didn't know, perfected Fyter Fest.
He doesn't watch wrestling, and he perfected Fyter Fest.
Yep,
And
he does not watch wrestling one bit.
And he just has good common sense. But enough of that. Let's go into the Slammiversary card. So Eric, if you want to pull up the first one, and we will go right into that. All right. First up, we have the Knockouts Gauntlet match. The winner of the match will be the number one contender to the Knockouts Championship. It's a very stacked lineup. I don't remember all the names here, so I'm not going to go through them all. So let's start with Schmidt. Who are you going for and why?
I do not watch Impact, so I know none of these people.
Oh shit, really? I figured some of you guys would have did this beforehand. If someone's pulled up the wiki, I might just do that right now. The names are, we have Susie, aka Sue Young. We have Rosemary, Taya Valkyrie, a record-setting Knockouts champion. Kylie Ray, formerly of All Elite Wrestling, who was only at their first show. Jessica Havoc, also known as Havoc these days. Tasha Steeles, formerly of the NWA. Kiara Hogan, and let's see, I think there's Kimber Lee is what her name is. I forget the other two. I think it's Alicia Edwards, and I don't know how to say the other one's name. I've seen the name, but I don't know how to say it. You see what it's spelled. I feel so bad for any Impact fans who watch the channel. I'm probably embarrassed right now. I'm sorry, Tim. As the Impact guy of the group, you're probably going to hate us so much. He's going to edit in something that'll just say like we're all dumb.
He's gonna yell at me and be like, how do you not watch Impact?
I mean, look, I don't. Well, I haven't watched Impact since Hard to Kill, but I still at least know what's going on. Nevaya? I think that's how you say it. Oh, Madison Rain's in here too. Probably the beautiful people.
I haven't watched Impact since it was TNA and Aces and Bates started was
it Jesus Christ, that's like 2012, 2013 we're talking.
years ago.
That's a long time. But Schmidt, with those names I just mentioned, who are you going for? Do you have any idea?
I'm going with Havoc.
Hey, honestly, it's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick. I think it's who Tim picked, actually. He's not on here. We have the predictions document. I'll edit it after this is over. Eric, all over to you. Who are you going for?
My decision is Smiley Kylie Ray is going to win this match. Might seem like the obvious decision is going to be Taya Valkyrie, but I don't think she's going to be in Impact too much longer. She may be jumping over to WWE to join Johnny Mundo. So yeah, and I think Smiley Kylie, they're trying to build her as the next female star.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I've also gone for Kylie Ray. I'm pretty much in the same vein as you, and this also affects a prediction we're going to get to later on in the video. She came into a lot of fanfare when she first debuted for Impact with Bound for Glory last year, was then signed to a contract, and yeah, they're slowly having her participate more in matches. I think she's done some tag work recently, too, and I think she is going to be like one of the next big stars in the Knockouts division. And yeah, with Taya, she also just lost to Jordan Grace, like more recently. I think it was like the last month they had a match and she lost, so I don't think they're going to have her go back into the title scene yet again. Because she's already lost twice to Jordan. So yeah, I think Havoc is another good pick in Schmidt's part. I think she's probably like one of the favorites in the match. But on the other side of the fence, I forget who Scott picked, but I know Tim picked Jessica Havoc. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, no, Scott picked Taya. That's what it was. Scott has Taya Valkyrie. So that's the predictions there. Let's go on to the next one. And next up, we have for the Impact Tag Team Championships, we have the reigning and defending champions, the North, riding a very, very long reign, taking on the challengers, a very peculiar combo in Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock. I'll go first. I'm going to go with the North here pretty confidently. This whole pairing of Callihan and Shamrock I find to be very strange. I thought they were feuding originally. I don't know what the storyline is. I know Callihan left OVE in the spring, and now he's he's on his own, and now he seems to be turned either into a tweener or a face, and now is aligned with Shamrock. But I don't think this team is long for this world. I don't think the North are going to lose to a mismatched tag team because they're just a really good tag team. Yeah, so the North. Eric, who are you going for and why?
My decision for this one is a little different. So I do believe that the North are going to lose, but by disqualification.
Oh, so titles don't
Callahan
change
and
hands.
Shamrock are going to get the win, but the North is going to retain the titles.
They don't lose. I'll have to put an asterisk in that in the predictions document, or just write Callahan Shamrock by or North via DQ.
Yes.
And Schmidt, what are you thinking? You want to go with the champions, or do you want to go with the mismatch tag team?
I'm gonna go with the North because Ken Shamrock is old.
This is true, but he did beat Madman Fulton at Hard to Kill pretty convincingly, which was a night where we looked all stupid.
But also, Madman Fulton also lost to an airplane seat.
Very, we can make it out to be. And next up for the X Division Championship, we have the reigning champion Willie Mack, fresh off beating Ace Austin for the title, I think back at Rebellion, which is in April, taking on Chris Bay, who what the notes say is dashing Chris Bay. Let's see, Eric, who are you going for and why?
I'm going for Willie Mack to retain. I can't remember who Chris Bay's actually is feuding with, but that guy's going to come in and interfere somehow. And then this allows Willie Mack to feud with one of the new guys that are coming in, one of the former WWE guys to come in for a little bit. And then Chris Bay is would be allowed to go feud with that other guy and then be able to come back.
Okay, that's fair enough. Schmidt, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with the champion just because it seems most logical.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm also going for Willie Mack. I just think it's too early for Mack to lose the belt. He's only been champion, I think, for about 3 months now, and I don't know much about Chris Bay. Not know who he was until I saw this card, so I could be a total idiot come Saturday night. But I very confidently like the North match. I'm going to go for Willie Mack. All right, next up is the Knockouts Championship match, one of the more, I'd say, built up ones of the show. It is the defending champion Jordynne Grace, who has held the title since I think late January, taking on the fresh new face of the Impact Knockouts division, Deonna Purrazzo, formerly of WWE, the Virtuosa, making quite a name for herself right away in Impact. And yeah, this is right away into a title shot when she was doing virtually nothing on NXT. That's a big 180 to where she was. I will go first. I have gone for Purrazzo. It's actually one of the tougher ones to me, but I do think in the momentum that she came into, a lot of fanfare and a lot of, I guess, push since then, I think they might have her sneak out a win. Maybe she outsmarts Jordynne Grace, because she is more of like a hoss woman compared to her more technical mat-based style. But yeah, I'm thinking Purrazzo might sneak this one out. Eric, what are you thinking?
I'm also agreeing with you there that Purrazzo is gonna win the title. She definitely came in with too much hype and to fail right now. It would just completely bury her if she would lose to Jordynne Grace right now. So I do believe that Deonna Purrazzo is going to be the new Impact Women's Champion.
Knockout champion. Hate to be that guy, but
champion.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sorry about that. Schmidt, who are you thinking and why?
I'm gonna go with Deonna Purrazzo as well because I remember her on NXT. I remember her being one of the most underrated women's, in my opinion.
With you?
I really liked her, and I'm just gonna go with her because I don't know who Jordynne Grace is. So
she is I think Jordynne Grace is a very, very good wrestler. Like, I will say, she's a great hoss woman. Like, she's really good at power stuff. But yeah, if you guys wondering, this is actually not all in agreement. Tim picked Jordynne Grace. I think he's the only one that did. I think Scott also picked Purrazzo, but that's all I know right now. I don't know any of Sam's picks. All right, next up, we are gonna have, I think we're down to 2 matches at this point. Ah, yes, this one. I'm excited for this. Next up for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, not the Impact World Championship. It is the TNA World Champion Moose taking on Tommy Dreamer. Moose is gonna win this, isn't he? He's gotta win this. Yeah. I think this is one of the easiest ones. I don't think that Dreamer would want this, but this is also I think announced one of the most recent matches announced, and
yeah,
it can use a stipulation if it doesn't have one already. Let me check if it. I don't think it does.
No, I think it's just a one-on-one match.
Oh, it's old school rules. That's what it says.
Old school rules.
That's what it is. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a hardcore match, but Moose is gonna win. I think they have some plans for Moose coming up, and we'll get to that later. So yeah, I think are we all saying Moose here? Because I think everyone else said Moose. Yeah.
He's the only one on Impact that I know. So yes, Moose.
You don't know Tommy Dreamer?
I know who Tommy Dreamer is.
Let's say if Impact names, I think is what he means.
Of Impact name.
Yep.
That's fair. But yeah, everyone's in agreement here with Moose. I think this is it's gonna be something, but I think Moose has something bigger coming. And it could be trouble. And finally, for the Impact World Championship, it has now been vacated. It is now a fatal four-way between Ace Austin, Eddie Edwards, Trey from the Rascals, and a mystery man. Schmidt, who are you thinking and why?
I'm going Ace Austin and the Mystery Man because
And the mystery man?
It's not a tag team match.
The four-way, brother.
oh wait, I'm going with Ace Austin then. I just have a gut feeling.
Yeah, that's fine. Eric, what are you thinking?
I was originally thinking Ace Austin. If there wasn't a mystery person, I do believe this mystery person is going to be EC3. I do believe he's going to come in and win the Impact World Championship. I do believe a little bit down the line, Ace Austin is going to win the Impact World Championship. But just for right now, for this situation that everyone's in, it's going to be EC3 when he comes in and returns.
Yeah, I am the exact same position. I have also gone for the mystery person. Originally, I thought it was going to be Rusev, but due to COVID-19, he will most likely not be at this show. So instead, I am going to go for this. I'm still going to stick to the mystery man, but I think it's going to be EC3, and he will pick up the victory pretty much the exact same way that you said it, Eric. I'm in agreement there. In terms of other picks, I believe Tim picked Eddie, and Scott has picked Ace. And I think that's
No
just
love for Trey.
Yeah, no love for the Rascals out here. But yeah, that are our predictions for Slammiversary. We actually have a bonus prediction we're going to mention too. So our bonus prediction is our 3 names that we think are going to appear at Slammiversary of the hyped up WWE names. We've seen names like Rusev, but that one seems to be in the bin now considering COVID-19 happened. Gallows and Anderson reportedly have signed a contract with Impact Wrestling. We also have heard rumors of Heath Slater because being Rhino's backup in another situation, and some other names that have been floating around. So, excuse me, Eric, if you have 3 names that you would expect to be at Slammiversary who have been hyped up for the show, who would they be?
EC3, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson.
Okay. Oh, should we count tag teams as 1 or 2?
Oh, is that one?
Should we do that? What do you guys think?
It's your call.
Yeah, it's your call.
Yeah, I'll say this guess we'll count him as 2.
Okay.
So that's a pretty safe one too. I'm going to be in agreement. I think it's going to be EC3. It's definitely going to appear in some way, whether it's in this match or something to do with Moose, because they've been hyping up like a Moose EC3 feud. I think.
Yeah.
But they could do like for both belts if you like when Angle had all the belts at Impact at the end by the very end of it, which would be hilarious. And yeah, so EC3 and the Good Brothers. Schmidt, who are you thinking will appear?
Yeah, I'm going with Gallows and Anderson and EC3.
All right, fair enough. And those like the most like obvious ones, especially with the reported contract signing. But yep, with all of those in mind, those are our predictions for Impact Wrestling Slammiversary happening on Saturday, July 18th. Let's look at my calendar right to the left of me, and we will be doing a review. Expect that from Tim in the coming days following Slammiversary, and we'll be doing more content beyond that. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Stel from the Shoot Style Sauna.
I'm Eric.
I'm Matt.
See you all next time.